Hi, everybody. So today's Saturday. That means it's time for family movie night. And this week, we are continuing on my series profiling films that I saw at the Maven Cinemas. It's awesome revival cinema that just opened in October, and they have some incredible lineups of everything from classic Disney to sci-fi to horror to kung fu to everything in between. So much fun. I would highly recommend anybody in Utah County or around this area to please check it out. I think you'll love it, the experience. It's so much fun. And I actually saw two movies this week at Maven Cinemas. I saw The Rescuers, which we're going to be talking about later on, because I realized that when we did our Talking Disney episode on The Rescuers, we combined the two Rescuers movies together. And we thought it would be fun, since they were playing it, to do a full episode just on the original Rescuers, because it's one of Stanford's favorites. So that was fun to get to watch that. But then the other movie that I got to watch this week is 2001: A Space Odyssey. So they have such variety. Isn't that amazing? And I had never seen this on the big screen, so I was very excited to get to watch it on the big screen, because it's one of the most important movies in the history of cinema. And it's one that it took me a long time to appreciate. And I still don't know if I 100% like love it like some people do, but I definitely appreciate it. And I think that it kind of falls into three sections for me, this movie. I think the first part, the first act, is a little bit slow, as we got the monkeys and all this time getting Haywood to the Clevis station and to the Discovery, what's it called, Discovery One. And that's a little slow for me. And then I think the middle section, especially once Hal really becomes vindictive, is pretty compelling and good. And then the ending part, the last act, once they are facing the monolith and things just go crazy at Jupiter, is like a whole different movie. It is very like exciting to watch, and confusing, but in kind of a fun way. So it's got those three sort of parts to it. I think all together it really does work quite well. And it's a nice movie because there's some ambiguity to it, so that everybody can watch it, kind of take different things out of it, and you can really talk about, okay, what's going on, what's with the monolith, what's with especially the ending, with all the different light from the monolith, and then he sees himself old, and then he becomes a baby, and what does that all mean? I don't pretend that I have the answers. I don't. I do think the most satisfying part is that middle section with Hal. It's tense, it's exciting, and this movie holds up completely as far as the visual effects. I mean, it really looks like this thing was filmed in space. I don't know how they did it. And everything is just so like visceral. It doesn't feel like green screen at all. Everything just looks like it's on a real space station. Everything looks so good. And also, I love Hal's voice. I think it's so creepy and effective. It's Douglas Rain is the name of the voice actor for Hal, and he's so good at just being like very respectful, but in like a super creepy way. And of course, as it gets more and more and more tense, uh, what are you doing, Dave? It's just all that stuff. Like, you thought that I couldn't read your lips, Dave. All of that was really good, I think. Very effective.
I've wondered whether you might be having some second thoughts about the mission.
The whole section where he's turning off Hal is really effective. And as things get quieter and slower, then he starts singing Daisy. Daisy. It's like really good. Very good.
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer, do. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you.
I mean, and especially if you think about when this was made in 1968. I mean, if you think about that, we didn't know so much about computers and technology and all this stuff, and how good everything looks, and how like modern it manages to look is really impressive. Very, very, very good. And so yeah, it's the kind of movie that you get out and you want to talk about. What does the giant baby mean? What is he trying to say about evolution and man and our role in the universe, and what's he saying about the monkeys at the beginning, and about evolution. I think that's fun. And so it's a heady sci-fi that I think is fairly easy to sort of at least find things to talk about with it, and to engage with. And of course, the sound design was absolutely phenomenal. So it won the Oscar for visual effects, which you just think, how could it not? But how could it not have won for sound? That's crazy. It just uses sound so well, and everything is just so like clear and concise. I don't know who was in charge of sound for this movie, but it is just so well done. Everything feels like visceral and real, and especially like I said, the voice acting for Hal is so effective. And so yeah, the visual effects, all the production is top rate. It really feels like they're in space. And it's just a really interesting movie. And if you ever get a chance to see it on the big screen, I highly recommend it. It is a beautiful movie on the big screen. I'm so glad I got a chance to see it. And if you are nearby, make sure to check out Maven Cinemas. I'm really excited for what they're doing, and I really believe in it. So I just want more people to go check out their movies. And so yeah, what do you think of 2001: A Space Odyssey? What do you think of the ending? What do you think of the monolith? What do you think of the beginning? I would just be very curious for your opinions. Please put in the comments or on Twitter. And please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. You can check out all my family movie night reviews. I've been doing it for 7 years, so one every week. So check that out, and let me know what you think. And if there's anything you'd like me to review, I would love to hear your suggestions. And check out the Patreon group. That's the biggest way you can support me. And I think I make it well worth your while with watch alongs and other perks. So please take a look at that. And also make sure you check out the merch store. Lots of fun movie merch, including the Female Film Critics logo design, which is a lot of fun. So please take a look at that. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.